This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed protector of the universe. Bonded to the energy-transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station, he fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar.
Hello and welcome back to the Quantum Zone, episode 140, I believe. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, on election night in America, it is Master of the Quantum Zone.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And Master of... What are you mastering this week, Matt Coda?
I don't know. I'm a master of disasters. So.
Oh.
I don't know. I need a haircut. I feel like I need it over a day.
Nah, I'd say you need all of them cut.
Yeah. I picked one. I got my eyes on.
He said, unless Biden wins, he's not getting his haircut.
This is your 2 week later election coverage episode. So if anyone has set their VCR to watch the results of the election, just sync it up at the 2 hour mark.
Yeah, for those I was gonna say, for those of you who think we've gone senile, on the podcast, this will be 2 weeks later, so hopefully we should know who our next president's going to be. But right now we're recording this.
No promises.
We're recording this election night. Yes, 9:20. It's right now 9:28 p.m. Eastern.
And it's a welcome distraction.
Yes. Yeah. So that's going on. Come on, people, don't let us down. Like I said, here I'll get the up to the minute, as it was two weeks ago. But yes, Biden jumped up now. Now it's Joe Biden with 122 electoral votes. Donald Trump 92.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a lot
projected. That's still projected. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, like the West Coast isn't done voting yet, and nothing west of like Wyoming is. They don't have anything yet, so California's got to go for Biden. Come on.
Hope.
California, Oregon. Oh, come on. Damn Hollywood liberals. Yeah, come on. But let's get to the important news of the night. I mean, come on. Enough of this tomfoolery. Will, you had something you wanted to talk about, I know. The kick.
Well, I mean, my Kickstarter's coming up, yeah.
Come on, lay it on us.
Yes, the Kickstarter is coming up. We're launching on November 11th. My original thought was to launch on November 1st, and then I remembered that we were having this little election thing and decided that, maybe not my brightest idea, so I bumped it back a little over a week, and we will be launching Crossover Division on Kickstarter, which will be really cool. And I've got to get the website updated so that if you go to crossoverdivision.com, you can then click and be taken to the pre-launch page where you can sign up to be notified.
Nice.
So I'm still working on that. I'll give you links though.
Yeah. Well, you think you already did send me links today, didn't you?
Yeah, those are for several of friends of mine are launching, kind of all launching in November. And I think Rob launched a little bit earlier. Nightwolf's Volume 1, which is collecting 4 issues. He's running right now, which is really cool. And then Clay and Dave are doing a really awesome horror anthology called Nightmare Theater, and that's running right now.
But yeah, I'll make sure I have your link. I'll put it in every episode of Quantum Zone going forward until it's done. So
sweet. Yeah, and then next week we lots of people like 4 more projects launched with friends of mine. So yeah, it's a good time to be a comics fan, and lots of good projects are on Kickstarter right now.
Oh yeah, and and you said you might join us Friday on Capes and Lunatics.
Sure, I'm game, man.
You can just BS about.
He's doing the promotional circuit.
That's right,
That's
man.
right.
That's right. First Capes and Lunatics, then Ellen. Come on.
I've heard she's mean. Sorry.
No, just if you work for her.
Oh, okay.
The dog agrees. But and then I don't know if you saw, but me and Lilith have been talking about it. I pulled the trigger today since I was home off today. We started a little GoFundMe. For, all we're asking for is $4 billion to buy DC Comics from Time Warner.
4 billion with a B, right?
Well, I didn't know a specific price tag, and then I got
That's their asking price. You can probably talk them down a little.
well, I didn't know a price tag, and then Rob Southgate suggested, he goes, "Oh, go see what Disney bought Marvel for." I'm like, okay, oh, $4 billion, okay,
That'll work.
And Lilith was like, she was like, "Oh, $4 billion." She's like, "That'll only take us 4 billion years." I'm like, "Come on, you don't think Ray will send us at least $4 a year? It's only going to take 1 billion years."
Exactly. You know, maybe we get that under $1 billion. Under $1 billion years, I'm sure. Totally doable in under $1 billion years.
Exactly. So, yes, we're looking for $4 billion. If you can help us.
Whoa, that's pretty damn big.
We'll buy DC, and we'll get the whole team in on the, the writing. Hey, we got our comic book writer right here.
I will try.
You want to see a Batman with a sense of humor? Matt Kona is your man, also.
That's right.
He just needs to wear the pink costume again. That's right.
Batman or Kona?
Batman.
Oh, okay.
Or the rainbow colored one. That was pretty awesome too. Batman in the 50s and 60s is something.
Oh yeah, Zur-En-Arrh. Yeah. Don't be disrespecting Ray's favorite character,
Batman. Batman.
He started loving him after that first issue of Batman Damned.
Hey, big units.
So what else is new? What's everyone watching or reading or?
Star Trek Discovery.
Oh, did you start that?
Freaking awesome!
I told you. Where are you still in season 1?
No, we finished. We binged both seasons. We finished the first 3 episodes of season 3 already. We're like,
oh, you're up to date.
More. Yeah, I'm up to date.
How awesome is season 3?
Season 3 is very interesting so far. I just love they're continuing on. Well, I guess one of the things that I really love about the show is that every member of Starfleet is exceptional.
Yeah.
They have made themselves, there's no, sure, they have their problems and everything, but they are exceptional humans or exceptional aliens or exceptional, whatever. And Saru, being the captain and, we are Starfleet. This is what we believe, and we will live and die by that belief. I mean, it's such an awesome show.
I know, and then after season 2, how pumped are you for that Captain Pike show?
Yes, he does an awesome Pike.
I know, that's what I said. Don't judge him for his Black Bolt, man. He's awesome as Pike.
He really is. And then I think number 1's awesome.
Yeah,
I've liked her since. The Librarians and other shows that she's been on.
And I forget the guy who's playing Spock. I thought that was a pretty good
Spock.
Spock.
Did an awesome job. Yeah, it's just such a great and it's so hopeful. I mean, positive. And another thing that I really like is they took the visual aesthetics of the movies. Mm-hmm. The way they do the warp, the lots of playing with the light. A transporter would be just blinding light probably, and it looks awesome and it is awesome. It's just a great show.
All right, my question. Yeah, everything looks great, but for their uniforms, is everyone wearing tennis shoes or sneakers? They look like sneakers, don't they?
I was going to let that slide, but yeah, whatever.
I mean, why not? I mean, if you're going to be like, running from hostile aliens,
in space, yeah, it's awesome.
Oh my Lord, how awesome is Tilly?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's such a great show. I mean, still loves Next Gen the best, but I'm putting this kind of even above Next Gen. I love the serial nature of it. I mean, because it's one big story. Next Gen, was lots of individual episodes, so they don't get that continuity that you get with this show.
Yeah, I don't know why Discovery takes so much crap. I mean, do you see what I said? Like, I remember watching the first episode and I wasn't impressed. It wasn't until at least episode 2 or 3 where I was like, okay, after they do that time jump after episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of, episode 1, I was like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, once they got rolling in season 1, I was like, okay, now I'm in for it.
Yeah, it started out pretty dark, and I was like, I'm not. And, Michelle Yeoh is awesome, and then there are spoilers around that, but then
what they do with her later. Oh yeah, especially the last week's episode. With her, I was like, oh, she's a badass now.
She always was.
I know, but with a darker side.
Yeah. You been watching it, Matt?
I'm not that far into it. I haven't finished season 1, so I haven't been watching it very consistently. But I got enough time now. I am officially done my regular, normal work job. So.
Oh, that's right, Matt.
We'll
that's right. That's right. Winter's coming. Kona's career is going into hibernation again. That's right.
It really is. Yeah. So here it goes.
They were really clever in season 1, and then season 2.
I think season 2 and 3 are even better.
Yeah, I think so. The mystery around the Red Angel.
Oh yeah,
and time. It involves time travel, so they had to get a little bit clever and do some of that. And Spock, they held back Spock quite a while.
Oh yeah.
When we're going to see Spock? Well, he's doing something. We got where's Spock?
I think they pull off better than Enterprise did. That whole thing. It's like, it comes before the original series, but it's like, so you have to kind of watch the modern special effects that they're not like, tuned to.
And I love the way they made Enterprise look. It has the spirit of the original, but it's how it would, more realistically look. I guess.
We're just flipping the ship.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty cool too.
The spore drive. I love it.
You travel well. Mushroom drive.
Magic mushroom ride. What?
Which brings up a question. I'm like, okay, they don't want, and I'm just going to say the bad guy to get the data from the sphere. Right? I'm like, well, we know the spore drive can take them 150 light year, 150, 15,000 light years away in the blink of an eye because they went to that one settlement.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just jump way far away and then just kind of chill and figure out what they wanted to do? Because nothing's going to be able to touch them. And then,
I don't know. I don't know if they're just like eventually there's it's going to find them and whatever. So
yeah,
I don't know.
It made for some pretty amazing scenes in the season finale of 2. So.
Oh yeah, and I think they said the writers were even like, they wanted to do that time jump just so they could get in some unexplored territory.
Yeah, and they jumped past the Time War. So, and the other thing is
over 900 years. Yeah.
Yeah, they. I believe the creators are pretty much fans of all Trek, because they mentioned in one case they mentioned Archer. They mentioned Pike, of course. So they. They're bringing in stuff from Enterprise. They're bringing in stuff from the original series, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but they've jumped so far ahead. They've never really shown that. What's the year? I believe it begins with a 3.
Yeah, exactly. Like 900. It's like 31 something or 32 something.
Yeah. I thought it was the 31 something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
but you're in for a treat, Matt. You're in for a treat, man.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah, keep going.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
It gets better as it goes. I thought season 1 was pretty good, but yeah, it gets better even once you get into 2, and now, what are we, 3 episodes into season 3?
Yeah, I think we're 2 or
there's 3. It's 3. Yeah. Because
I did watch the first episode of The Mandalorian.
Oh, yes,
that was good too.
Oh, yes, they really went deep into some Star Wars lore there.
Oh yeah.
Because at first I was
did a good job recreating some old faces.
I know. At first I was like, wait a minute, did that armor get spit out? But I was like, oh, wait a minute. At the end of that episode, I was like, oh. And just them trying to kill that like giant worm thing, that was awesome.
Mm-hmm. That was so good. It was a really good episode. I mean, and as we were watching, oh look, Baby Yoda's ears are flapping in the wind. That's just awesome. And yes, I know he's not Baby Yoda. He's the child. Yeah. Sorry.
The child.
I love last week online. I saw somebody who was like, okay, Mandalorian has started, so to keep account every day of how many Baby Yoda memes you see. That thing took off. All right, should we get to this issue?
Yeah.
Let's Starblast away.
Starblast number 3. Nice simple cover, just Skeletron choking Quasar on the cover.
And it's by Grant Mine, who also did another, I think, 47, issue 47 or 49 of Quasar. I can't remember which one.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember
off the top of my head.
So, yes, this is, Starblast number 3, March 19, I believe. Yeah, we're finally in the March 1994. A whole new universe? Writer, Mark Waid. Yeah. What is that, Grant? Meime
Mark Grunwald.
Yeah, writer, but who's the artist? Penciler, Grant Meime.
Mime, I think, is how you say it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so the same guy did the cover, did the interiors. Many hands inker. Is that Latino?
Wow.
Because at first I was going to be like, Manny? Oh, no, wait. Many hands inker. So no, the inkers didn't even get credit. They were like, yeah, there's just a bunch of them.
There's just so many. There may be 22 inkers on this issue. I don't know.
Everybody working for Marvel at this point, yeah, they probably had a couple pages. Michael Higgins, Sufferer. Wow. Way to get meta. Paul Beckton, colorist. Mike Rockwitz, editor. Deuce Machio, creditor. Tom DeFalco, Predator.
I don't even know what they're doing here.
Is this whole credit line like a sort of subversive reference to the whole project that they're all involved in? They're like, many hands are touched this. We're suffering. Deuce is the guy who shelled out all the money for it, and Tom DeFalco is just picking us off from our other projects and to do this.
I was just like Deuce Machio. Are they just saying, "Oh yeah, he let this number 2 get through"? Yeah.
I do like that the A Whole New Universe title is in the New Universe font.
Yes,
which was a nice touch.
All right, so yeah. Well, the first page it opens up. There's Kayla with that big Star brand symbol behind her.
Mm-hmm.
So somewhere beyond
1994. I feel like that was too early for Deuce Bigelow reference.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, wasn't it like 98 or something?
Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
So somewhere beyond reality walks a woman named Kayla Ballantyne. Once she was a normal young woman living a normal life. Then she met and fell in love with Quasar, the so-called protector of the universe.
Ooh, wow.
Somebody's. Oh, man. Quasar could not protect her, however. Instead, he accidentally exposed her to the Star Brand, the most potent power object of a far distant universe. Man, talk about your STDs. Possessing it has made her the target of a number of extra-dimensional predators, one of which is responsible for her current situation.
Please, somebody help me. I see somebody. Is it Wendell? Wendell Vaughn, Quasar's real name. My real name. They're pretty snarky on this issue already.
I know, man. They're sick of it, too.
Has he come to rescue me? Hello? Wendell, is it you?
No, my name is Keith, though dressed like this, I call myself Night Mask.
Oh.
Wait, don't be afraid.
You're a supervillain, come to hurt me.
No, I'm not. I'm a superhero, come to help you if I can. I'm from a different universe from you. That's why you've never heard of me. But I heard your psychic screams. What happened to you?
I'm not sure. Last I remember, I was going to take a shower, and then these monsters broke in, and back in Starblast number 1, Rockwitz. Now I'm here. Where is here?
This is the dreamscape here.
Is this just a dream? I'm dreaming you?
No, I'm real, same as you. This is my dream self. You're in yours. Our bodies are elsewhere.
Oh.
Now about these monsters? Were they aliens?
I guess so.
All right, you tell me whatever you know about them. That's the only way I can help you.
Meanwhile, Kayla's body is in an analyzer tube on the alien world inhabited by one of the universe's most renowned scientific investigators, the enigmatic Stranger.
I am ready, Skeletron. My instruments have determined how the Starbrand might be removed from the specimen against her will with a safety factor of 0.85.
So there is some risk of something going wrong?
There is risk in everything. Some calculable, some not. With an object this powerful and this heretofore unexamined, the risk is considerable. You have yet to tell me why you agreed to turn over the specimen to me in exchange for no more than information about its origins. If you are planning on reneging on our bargain in some way, let me warn you.
I would not risk the ire of the mighty Stranger. When you're moved the Starbrand, I would simply ask of you to send me its place of origin, that I might explore. Oh, when you remove the Starbrand. Okay, I thought I was reading a classic Starblast typo, but it was just me reading it wrong. When you remove the Starbrand, I would simply ask of you to send me to its place of origin that I might explore.
You believe then that other similar power objects might be found there?
Perhaps, or perhaps I would take leave of this universe where you organics predominate.
We are about to receive an energetic visitor. Deal with him, Skeletron. This is a critical juncture, and I can ill afford to be disturbed.
Who?
A meddlesome Earthman named Quasar.
Stranger, what have you done to my girlfriend?
Nothing yet.
Let her go at once.
No.
Skeletron flies up behind Quasar and puts some hooks in. I had anticipated the Earthers would pursue the woman, and thus I set a trap for them in hyperspace.
Starblast number 1 and Quasar number 55. M/R.
It would appear I underestimated their resourcefulness. It will not happen again. The vaunted protector of the universe will expire at my hand.
And Quayla's thinking, some kind of robot man strangling me. Feel it through my protective aura. He like chops his way free. Okay, so how far are we in the Starblast already? And like Quasar doesn't know who Skeletron is, hasn't laid eyes on him until now.
This is like part 8 or 9, right?
Something like that, yeah. Part 9, yes. Part 9, according to our reckoning.
Well, it's been building so long. Everyone's been wondering what their first encounter would be like, and now this is it. Am I saying anything? You have violated my body integrity. Were I inorganic, it might be cause for alarm.
Sever them.
You got kicked in the nuts. No.
Nah, I just chopped his hands off, so he has no date for Saturday night.
Gotcha.
Severed him, but the grip hasn't let up. Must still be telemetrically control. He must still be telemetrically controlling them. Got to shake his concentration as he makes a battering ram right into his midsection. Still didn't do it. Maybe if I make a quantum energy collar under his grippers, expand it outward without applying any more pressure inward, and yes! I said, stop what you're doing.
Now you've gone too far, Quasar.
He blindfolds the Stranger. Whoa! Because I guess he blasts him with something. But then elsewhere on the Stranger's world... No. Elsewhere... I know this whole story is a joke. Elsewhere on the Stranger's world, Skeletron's starship, the Dark Seed, is docked. Aboard the ship, Insidio, the ovoid applies the instruments of his trade upon a captive watcher.
You have no idea how excited I am by having a whole new species to explore. It is your privilege to be the first of your race I have ever vivisected, Watcher. The body is a remarkable thing, isn't it? When it gets down to it, what is a body but a bag full of blood, bone, meat, and mucus? Ah, what a variety of ways an organism can arrange and compose the contents of his bag. Sorry. This is... Let me continue. Sorry.
Do you need help?
No, I got it. The body is a bag.
It's hard
full
to
of
keep up
mystery.
that momentum with this voice, but you're doing it. You're doing it.
The body is a bag full of mystery, and there's nothing I enjoy more than slicing open the bag and becoming intimately acquainted with the mystery therein.
You gotta slow down. We need this for drops. Come on.
You watchers are renowned for your relentless sight. I shall therefore begin my explorations with your lidless, pupilless eyes.
I have endured enough.
He burst free of the neuronic restraints and gravity field, but that means he could have broken free at any time. Come back, please? Skeletron is not going to be pleased by this.
I sense the event I sought to observe is imminent. I must hurry. And elsewhere on the Stranger's World, Quasar's companions have engaged Skeletron's crew in battle. Fall back, Earthers. One step closer, and I will siphon the last few ergs of energy from this one's body.
Mikhail, he's got Mikhail. Don't hurt him, we surrender. I pray he doesn't see my dark force sneak up on him until it's too late.
So she grabs him, but he drops Mikhail.
Are you all right, my brother? Speak to me, Mikhail. He's so cold. Can he be? No!
Boy, this isn't going to have any ramifications. That death, is it?
No, not at all. Live, Mikhail, live, please. You can't be dead. You can't be.
After several minutes of resuscitation efforts, Lonnie, honey, I think you should...
Oh, Mikhail. You alien butcher, I'll kill you for what you did.
My spine.
Sorry.
Chiropractor. My spine.
That wasn't supposed to happen. It's not fair.
What is this? One of the Earthers going berserk? I shall put an end to this chicanery. Okay. The puny Earthers have been stunned by my dispersal blast. A concentrated burst of energy aimed at each of their skulls should effectively end further annoyances. I'll begin with the...
Nybone, go to Skeletron at once. He requires your personal resources.
Wait until
I'll have the others deal with the Earthers. Hurry!
Bah! Skeletron would be feeble were it not for me. Who was that who subdued the Watcher? Me? Who was it who slew the Prime Lothian? Me? Who was it who outmaneuvered the Axiton aggregate in the Doomsday War? Me? Who?
Kodabat, do you live?
It will take more than the weight of the insufferable Marvarnanite to stump me. Marvanite.
What?
Marvin.
The Earthers. Yeah, what? The Earthers, what happened to them? Are they dead?
Let us look. Oh, it's Threcker. What happened to him? He's not breathed up.
Yeah,
he's not breathed the scar. The Earthers must have killed him.
Where's Zardrox?
Unnoticed by the two Starblasters, the inhuman dog Lockjaw teleports in, grabs his unconscious master, and warps away.
I think that's you, Matt.
And your forearm.
Some of the Earthers are stirring. Let's kill them.
Right.
But Kodaback Scar.
Yeah, Studio.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was Will.
Whatever. You want me to? Okay. Load the Earthers into the shuttle. I've scheduled them for a vivisection.
And
of course I want you to do that one. What are you doing?
Exactly. All right. In the Stranger's laboratory.
Watcher, what are you doing here?
I come to observe.
Allowing yourself to be seen by those you wish to observe is unusual for you, isn't it? You must believe what I do here is of special significance.
It has potential.
I could make you leave.
Do not.
I trust you will not violate your oath of non-interference. You will regret it if you do. Starbrand, transfer to me.
But elsewhere...
Nightwing swings above the city.
How dare you? Wait a minute. I have a perfect drop for that.
Suck it, Conan.
All right. Good luck raising your 50 billion. All right.
4 billion. Don't be ridiculous.
4 billion. Okay. All right. Night Mask continues. My year-long stay in the sanitarium, traumatized as I was at least good for something. My astral body is so much more powerful now. I can traverse the waking world as easily as I do the dream world. Down there, what are those I seek?
Hands down, man.
We know all about that funny stuff you shoot out of your hands. You
may be able to shoot one of us, but I assure you, you're not going to get all of us before one of us gets you.
Why am I not frightened?
Hey, nice going, Tenson.
Who? Night Mask.
You're pretty good at handling lowlifes, but how are you at saving the world?
Just wait, Cone. I got an audio of you spending a year in the sanitarium, so... He went nuts.
I might check back in.
He went nuts at the nursing home and sent him to the sanitarium.
And I'm visiting nursing homes with bad intentions.
All right, back on the Stranger's World. Huh? Where? The stranger teleported me somewhere. I'm still on his world, I think near an airfield. He's not going to be rid of me that easily. And nearby.
Stranger said he dispatched Quasar, but a few thousand mic seeks away. I could have a scan lock on him momentarily. I have him. I must now prevent him from interfering with the stranger. Transmodal regenesis would appear to be advantageous, engaging. So it's growing.
Roll out and transform. Transform and roll out.
Oh man, where's my Autobots?
And I love the Transformers too. I'm sorry.
Skeletor Prime.
Yeah, this Quasar is worse than even Starscream. All right. But then Quasar comes. What in? Skeletron, and he's growing, but he's spoiling for a fight. Nuts with him. I'm seeing the Kayla. And then he whips it back and forth. Wait a minute. He's pulling me toward him. He must still have control over this mess of wires, which were still wrapped around Quasar. Okay, Skelly, I'll come to Papa, but you're not going to like it as he quantums up some boxing gloves with some spikes on the end of them. Ahem, didn't phase him as much as I'd like, and I'm still being dragged toward him. I'd better avoid getting dragged in there as a compartment in his chest opens up. Let's get rid of these brass knuckles and try something else. His ribcage opened up like an Iron Maiden. Yeah! So he drops the gloves and then makes up 2 hammerheads to hit Skeletron in the head with?
Yep.
How was that?
You are a very annoying entity, Quasar. I'm going to say Lilith. I will like... that was a new modern sucking Lilith. Just You are a very annoying entity, Quasar. I will like you better when you've been converted into your essential amino acids. Little wordy, Skeletron.
I can't believe this. How could this stupid robot be so powerful? I keep slicing his wires, but they just keep reweaving together. Gotta quantum jump away. I can't. He's jamming my band's space warp abilities. But then inside the Starblaster's ship.
Quickly, put the specimens in the containment vessels before they recover. Since when did Skeletor appoint you our taskmaster? Do it, Scar, if you would avoid pain.
Why didn't you simply bring along more skull huggers to ensure their cooperation?
Which one's saying this? You can't even tell.
I don't know.
I'll do it. Because Slime took all the organic ones to Earth, and all the mechanical ones we have left are presently in use.
Okay, I think this is the only reference to those Fantastic Four and Namor issues.
I think you're right.
And it's only, our stock's low because the rest of it's on Earth. Yes, that's the only connection.
Place the bearded one in the T-Rack. I still say we just killed them for what they did to Threcker and Zardrox. Your need to torment is going to prove your undoing someday, Insidio. Foreshadowing. That I sincerely doubt. Some of these specimens I suspect will prove particularly hard to kill. I'm going to enjoy them the most. I have no idea who that is. Okay, I'll do it. This bearded skeezer, I think he's the one who brought the lightning that fried Zardrox. Come on, City, just let me do him. No, I wish to examine his lightning-making skill. Stabbing pain in my head. That's just me, sonically brushing against your pain receptors in your brain. Imagine what I would be like if I put real pressure on them.
Hey, what happened to the Watcher that was here?
Oh, him? I moved him elsewhere.
All right, so I now have audio of Will saying, "Just let me do him." All right, Ninja Turtles game, The Stranger's Lab.
It was great. It's tough to do a funny voice back and forth for like over a page. Will, that was great.
Yeah, it is.
Good job, Will.
Thank you.
Okay, so The Stranger's Lab.
Curious.
Elucidate.
The Earthwoman seems to be resisting me. Apparently, one must have the subject's cooperation to transfer the Starbrand. In that case, I will have to secure her cooperation.
No means no, stranger. All right, and the Dreamscape.
That man, Keith, said he was going to help. I wish he'd hurry. It's so lonely here. I wish I could use that stupid Starbrand to get out of this. But better still, I wish I'd never gotten the Starbrand so everyone would stop trying to. Kayla Valentine. Oh, who are you? Get your drop ready. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. I am God, and I have come to free you from the curse of your unwanted power.
Back on this stranger's world. Talk about a whole page. This is you, Kona.
You go, man.
Well, I had to switch. I had to take a picture of that last panel just because I think it could be way more politically relevant than we want it to be, but it's kind of funny. Just a white man pointing down at a girl saying, "I am God and I'm taking." All right. Back to the strangest world. Quasar shall pose me no further difficulties, ensconced as he is within my body cavity. And as resistant as his energy field seems to be, I am confident my energy matrix will be able to digest him in time. Now to see how the stranger fares. Once he succeeds in removing the power tattoo, he will wield power of immense magnitude. I am calculating that I can trust him to adhere to our bargain. His citadel is beginning to glow with white light. Has the starband been removed? I must accelerate.
But no sooner does Skeletron get inside than the light in the laboratory citadel explodes with the brilliance of the heart of a sun.
Energy flash interfering with my biomechanical process. You see his chest flies open. I'm disgorging Quasar!
And in moments, an energy manifestation engulfs the planet, causing it to partially shift out of the universe entirely. And light minutes away in the skies of a planet exceedingly like our own.
Night Mask, that light.
You and Overshadow have psychic powers, Psyhawk. Do you sense what it means?
It means, boy, that the aliens are here. So according to this page, it's continued in Quasar 56, So what did we think of this issue? Oh wait, let me sign him up.
Yeah. I mean, the art has gotten better in Starblast.
Yes.
I thought the art was fine this issue. It's good and did the job. But I don't know, the scripting, I mean, some of these lines, I mean, I have a pretty high tolerance for stuff, but I was giggling like a schoolgirl was reading some of this. Okay. I mean, Starblast has improved, I think.
Yeah, well, something's actually happening now.
Yeah.
I mean, is it just me? I know we got a lot of characters, but could we have gotten a little more Quasar and a lot less villain monologues?
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, they're saving it all for the solo book, but they made the cover sure look like it was just like going to be a Quasar adventure. But you know, there was the confrontation, the long building confrontation with Skeletron, but they kind of underplayed the whole removing of the hands thing. You know, you'd think there would be a little bit more of a sensitive nerve subject for Wendell Vaughn at this point in his career.
Sorry, buddy. I know how that feels. Yeah, I guess, but yeah, I mean, Quasar basically gets vacuumed up in the Skeletron's body.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Spends half the issue in there. It's like, I wonder why the sales didn't go up after this. And then, so those, not sparkly, but those tentacles kept them from quantum jumping?
I guess. I mean,
quantum tentacles?
I mean, these are the quantum bands, one of the most powerful artifacts in the Marvel Universe. They're, for something to interfere with them. Okay, I'm going to no prize this one. You ready?
Ooh.
Tell me what you guys think. They weren't really messing with the quantum bands. They were messing with the interface. They were messing with Quasar, so he wasn't able to jump because they were scrambling his synapses.
Yeah, messing with his concentration. Okay, I buy that. Okay. Give this man
I'm sure that's what they meant.
Get this man a no prize. So what you think, Matty Kona?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought there was some fun stuff. I like the Night Mask appeared and like the little confrontation. You know, as much as I'm joking around about it earlier, you like to see Quasar mixed up in the middle of things, and Skeletron has been built as that thing for us. So, you know, you like to see that, and some random quantum gloves with spikes on them. You know, I love when he makes something like that happen. But
quantum hammers.
Yeah, it's just moving things along. You know, it wasn't like probably wouldn't be like the most must need. It can be rehashed in a couple of panels, and it might be in a later issue or something. Or editor's note did maybe with a typo or something. You know.
I mean, is it safe to say that for in terms of Quasar's career, Starblast is like the lowest point?
I mean, it's definitely like a post, you know, like when a band would make like a big hit record and then the next one doesn't have any singles, you know. It's like he had a real good run with Quasar, which is, you know, where it is at this printing, you know, in the 50s. And then dabbled in this little side project, and, you know, they're not going on tour.
So Starblast is all B-sides? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I really think it had the bones of a really good story. I mean, I think the execution was...
Is that a Skeletron joke?
Might have been unintentionally.
a constricting rib cage of a story?
Exactly, perhaps. I don't know. I think the plot overall wasn't horrible. It could have been maybe tightened up a little bit. I think the sheer number of characters that they tried to cram into it went way past the point of diminishing returns. So
it's just too big of a story. There's too many characters. I think they're just trying to really drag this out, because what is the point of this story? Stranger and Skeletron are trying to get the Star brand off Kayla.
Yep. And we are 9 parts in, and they've just done it. And it's a 12 parts crossover.
And again, like, well, it might be a little more than if the way we're
16?
counting. I don't know, something. But yeah, I mean, yeah, part 9, and like I said, Quasar breaks in and is like, oh, that must be the main bad guy, Skeletron. Okay. You didn't even know his name. He's like, oh, some robot guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know, it doesn't seem like
they care.
This was everybody's focus, you know?
Yeah, no.
I mean, I've read lots of things that are worse. You know, that's certainly not, it's not the worst comic ever made, but I really think it could have been a lot better, and it could have been a lot better with just a little bit more effort.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It just seems like, I don't know if the writers, the editors knew what everyone else was doing, and it's basically okay. Here's where we have to end up. So you guys just do some nonsense in the middle here, and slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like we have, they think, 13 total parts.
Okay.
If you go with the crossovers.
Yeah, like I said, this will take us through the rest of the year, except for that last week of the year. So.
Yeah, so we're like, almost 75% way through this thing, and
Quasar's
it's not making us like need to read the next issue, even if we were sure of what it would be. But
yeah, so we're that much closer to the final fate of Kayla. So I don't think Ray reads ahead. So, all right,
it's been going for a while.
I know. Speaking of Ray, do you want to hear what our buddy Ray had to say?
Yeah, of course.
All right, so strap in. 7 minutes and 42 seconds. He is a podcaster extraordinaire, host of Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. To know her is to fear her, a Spider-Woman podcast. You can catch him here the last Tuesday of every month, talking Scarlet Spider with me and Matt Kona. And, of course, his baby, what he's known for, his big one, Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast. Oh, we're already offered, and he said he'll take it. Lilith and I are going to do an intro for him for Into the Night, where we're just like, yeah, this is Phil and Lilith, and you're listening to Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast. Which I believe she's going to be on, I think it's the end of this month, maybe? Sometime this month, I'm pretty sure. So.
Oh, doing her
Isle of Raw, yeah. Because I told you she wanted links to all of ours, so she was going to listen to all 3 of our episodes. So so stay tuned for Into the Night and Lilith Hellfire. All right. So let's get to this feedback. Like I said, 7 minutes, 42 seconds of our Australian Skrull friend, Ray. All right, Ray. Bash away.
How you going, Phil, Will, and Matt? This is Ray. I'm fresh off reading Starblast 3 or 7 or whatever number it is now. So I thought I'd just give you some of my thoughts on this indelible classic tale of beauty that is Starblast. Now, I guess having locked into the style that this story has hurled towards us, it's not as jarring or as disappointing as, I guess, the earlier issues of Starblast, and dare I say, some of the tie-ins. It's quite clear that, I mean, Grunwald has got some clear threads happening here. So we have Kayla and, is it Night Mask? Some other dude from some other reality. We have, he has got a name beginning with O. He's trying to vivisect the Watcher Uatu.
Isn't that in
There's
Cydia?
that happening. You have the big throwdown between Quasar and Skeletron. And you have the Stranger in there in the mix as well, trying to do his duty by extracting the Starbrand. So there's a lot happening here, which is good. The main one for me, of course, and I'm sure for you, would be Wendell's battle with Skeletron. And he's kind of like a scary figure. You know, he's not entirely convincing. The most entertaining thing for me was when he was trying to digest Wendell within his Iron Maiden-like chest. So he seemed quite powerful. Quasar can't even seem to phase him with his quantum energy. he can't quantum jump as well, which I thought was interesting. So, I mean, all of this unexplained, but you just got to take with a grain of salt that Skeletron's quite powerful. So his deal with the Stranger is interesting. I mean, the Stranger wants a star brand, Skeletron wants to know where it comes from. I feel I was listening the other day to one of the earlier Quantum Zone episodes, just a couple back. I believe it's the one on the Namor issue, and I think Will made a really good point in summation in that.
He is God.
Yeah, the story is interesting enough, and maybe the characters are, but they kind of aren't. I don't know. There's something that just doesn't seem to click with this. There's something that seems to be missing, kind of like a lack of depth. I don't know in the story. I mean, but having said that, there's enough happening, so it should by rights be interesting. But maybe then it's the characters. Are we invested as much in the likes of Darkstar and Perrin? Are we invested in them as much as, say, we would be if it was Iron Man or if it was, Thor? I think probably the lack of interest in this comes from maybe the obscurity of characters and just the fact that they're not that interesting. Darkstar, admittedly for me, is a little interesting. The death of her brother, I can't even remember his name, the guy with the red spot on his chest, that was a little sad.
Jor-El.
She kind of lashed out. She killed a couple of the Starblasters. I like her Dark Force, anything like that, the Shroud or Cloak. I'm very interested in that kind of dark dimensional force. So she seems to have that in bucket loads. So that was quite interesting for a very fleeting moment. Uatu escaping Ocidio, I'm going to call it. This is just off the top of my head. I think it was Ocidio, the guy starting with O, who wants to bloody open up everyone and study them. That was cool, how effortless he got away, and him not being phased with the Stranger. And again, he kind of is a bit foreboding on how powerful the Watcher is. The Stranger as well, interesting that he's trying to convince Kayla in the dreamscape by claiming he's God. That was a pretty funny take, I thought. We'll see what happens there. So he's really, from memory, it's Kayla's resisting, relinquishing the Star brand. She has to kind of give it willingly or something. I'm not too sure, but so that's why he goes into the dreamscape. And all these other characters towards the end kind of remind me a bit of Hawkman, Cyhawk, and Night Mask, and the other dude that looks kind of red. So again, look, we're left on a cliffhanger of all the main players entering the universe of Night Mask and all the other heroes. The other one, Tessin, he seemed quite interesting, but again, I have no vested interest in him. He seemed quite powerful. He had a crew cut. Kind of looked like, I don't know, a little bit like Cable. I don't know, but he did something. But it's just I'm not that invested in this. So as I mentioned before, I mean, I was really enjoying more the Submariner, side mission, only because, as I mentioned, I like the Submariner, different environment. Tiger Shark's pretty cool as well. I don't mind him. But there were again a few characters that were a bit how you going, as they say over here in our neck of the woods. Anyway, it will be interesting to hear your thoughts. I take it you'd probably feel the same way. There's just, again, something lacking. This is kind of a bit of a meh, bit of a middle of the road, maybe middle to low part of the road. I mean, it's still got the bones of a good story there, but I just feel the characters are really letting them down, really letting the story down. By no way is it anywhere near some of the other stories that Grunwald has been capable of writing. But maybe this is his, who knows? This could have been his favourite. Who knows? It's a surprise that he didn't, ask to be buried and cremated with the issues of Starblast.
Oh.
Or maybe he did hate it. I don't know. But he seems to be very invested in the cosmic. So I think he's very comfortable in the cosmic. universe, and kind of trying to branch out Marvel. Anyway, these are just my thoughts. I will leave it at that. Looking forward to the read through. Gosh, must be a bit of a task for you guys to read through some of these issues. But anyway, all the best, and keep it quantum. And let's hope that the remaining issues can yield something better for us readers. Alrighty, catch up.
I think Ray hit the Skeletron right on the head.
With a hammer.
Yeah, I think the problem is like stuff happened in this issue, but it's like, with Grunwald Quasar, we expect a lot more depth to stories, and this story really doesn't have a lot of depth.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, I don't know if it's just Grunwald's heart wasn't into it, or it's just
too much spread out over too big a field, I think.
And I didn't pay him to say bones of a good story either. That was just a coincidence.
Yeah, this story's a bone of a good story. All right.
Do we have a bone to pick with Skeletron?
But did I thought I had the schedule up. Yes. Well, you're in luck, Ray, because you said you missed Namor. Next week, Namor 48. So we'll get back to Namor and his pals next week.
Namor and his underwater pals.
Which happens to include the Fantastic Four now, or
yes.
2 of the Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm. And we still have another Fantastic Four issue in a couple weeks. Yeah. See, Ray is bored, man. He needs that man in that Speedo. Ray will settle for nothing less. All right.
Namor.
So yeah, next week is Namor 48, followed by Quasar 56 the week after, and then we get that Fantastic Four 386, and then Starblast 4 and Quasar 57.
That ends this year.
This fiscal year, yeah.
The fiscal year. All right, send in all my papers.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. So yeah, any final thoughts on this thing?
Wow, what a crazy election that was a couple weeks ago. Remember
that? I know. It's like, and when the winner turned out to be, yeah,
and the angler was elected.
Or was it a scroll?
He was interfering in the election. Oh, Ray won. No.
Yeah.
But no, I was looking at updates when Ray was talking. No, Biden's ahead more. Biden 131 to Trump's 98. So
okay,
close to halfway to that 270. Yeah, Trump hasn't cracked 100 yet. So
I heard that there was a problem with some votes missing in Arkansas, and they were going to question someone, and his response was going to be,
"I am God." No.
I put it in my navel. All right.
Oh!
Oh, that's even better.
Even I didn't see that coming. Sorry.
I should have communicated that in the chat. Prepare the navel.
I'll put it in my navel.
I thought you were going to say they came. I thought you were going to say, Conan, they came looking for those votes, and Will was like,
"Hey, boys, you look at the party. I love the party."
Oh, wait till I cut this one up, kids. There's going to be a bunch of drops.
Yeah.
Well, we've got some good lines out of Starblast, Triton and his orifices, and
I think this is
awesome.
I think this is a big Will episode. But I was going to say, wait till next year when we get to those Captain Marvel issues, and we got Kona doing 70s Rick Jones. Oh, that's going to be a cornucopia. Hey, Daddy-O.
Did some vocal exercises, but
yeah.
Be a teenager in the 70s. All right.
That's even before my time. So.
Whoa.
I was not a teenager in the 70s.
Oh, yeah. There's some Kool-Aid, man. All right. Should we get out of here?
You got it.
All right. This has been taxing for us kids, but if you're still with us, send your thoughts on 12 Starblast so far, where we're going. We gave you the list. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow the Quantum Zone on Facebook. We have a Facebook group. It's now the Grunwald Groupies. So if you want to talk Quasar, Squadron Supreme, Captain America, any of his various works, join us there. Quantum Zone's on Twitter, Instagram. Find links to all of our stuff, all in one convenient place, including this YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can watch us on video and see Ray's nostrils from his picture. Probably the most exciting thing in this episode. So yes, links to everything, all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. Oh, that's right. Yes, I did mention this episode, but yeah, go to GoFundMe and check out our Capes and Lunatics GoFundMe. We will buy that DC Comics. So be the first one to get us to $4 billion. All right. And remember to support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer, and use the code Southgate for both of those for a discount. Pod Life, the book, is coming. Volume 1, get it in digital and paperback. Volume 2 is in the works. An audio version of Volume 1 is in the works. And when you go to Amazon for that and more, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network, and that crazy robot man, Rob, Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. You're weak sauce.
All right, Will, where can we find you, your work, and the Kickstarter?
You can find me at Walred. That's at WALLRED at Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and probably Instagram and all those places. You can find my work, Diary of Night, at diaryofnight.com. And you can find Crossover Division will be launching. So crossoveridivision.com, which I'm still building the website, so I will try really hard to get that done really fast. But we'll be launching on Kickstarter on November 11th. And then, of course, there's all kinds of really cool stuff on the Quantum Zone at quantumzone.org. He goes limp in my grip.
All right, I messed up the order there. So, Matt Kona, where can people find you? Now that you're going to have some free time on your hands.
Maybe I'll be more productive with my social media presence.
Hey, if people want to book you for a virtual stand-up act, where can they do
please, by all means, at Matt Kona. You can find me. Send me a DM, mattkonastandup@gmail.com. That's about it. Come find me.
Hey, you survived October, man. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I know. Whew, it got snowy at the end and real cold. It's kind of crazy.
If you want a comedian for your virtual Christmas party, yeah, book Matt Kona right now.
Put me under your tree. You have to put the laptop under the tree. You can project it onto a wall for people to see, but I'd like the laptop to be under the tree.
I could sprinkle some pin particles on it to make it bigger. See you later, Bunky.
Yeah, don't even need a projector. Just pin particles.
Oh, Kona on the big screen. That'd be awesome. Get him now. Not going to be there for long. All right, everyone. Join us next time for Starblast. It gets better. You know, Ray's looking forward to more Namor.
And we get more Paul Ryan on Fantastic Four. So
oh, yeah. That's cool. In like 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah. And I want to know how much Ray's getting paid, because I saw somewhere they said flat earthers think Australia is not real and that the people who claim to be from Australia are paid actors. How much do you make, Ray? You scrawl actor. Come on. All right, everyone. Come back next week. Maybe we'll get a half-decent story. Something with depth and substance. But until then, Quantum Zoners, keep it in your ribcage. Should have been like, Will is God.